What's up, guys? Remington Guys here with a review for you. Today I'll be reviewing the 2017 film Death Note. This is a film by Netflix. It stars Nat Wolff, Lakeith Stanfield, who's been in a lot of things. He's a young black actor who's been in a lot of movies recently, like Get Out. Margaret Qualley, forgive me if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, and Willem Dafoe. The story follows a young high school student named Light Turner finds a mysterious notebook known as the Death Note. He is sent to detention on his way to meet the death god Ryuk, who teaches him how to use the Death Notebook. It tells him that the notebook is capable of causing death to anyone who writes the user's name in the book. Also, you have to write how they die. Now, this is a very interesting concept for a horror thriller movie. And at first, when I'm first watching this movie, I was really shaky on it, especially because I did the stupid thing and watched a lot of reviews and listened to a lot of critics, and I was like kind of hesitant about seeing it and reviewing it for myself. And I could see where a lot of critics fell off the movie because the first third of the movie is, while it's introducing the characters, it's kind of garbage. It introduced the characters well, and I really like that element about it, but it shifts tone, and you don't really doesn't keep your interest, and there's a lot of shit going on. But when the movie gets to the investigation part, the investigation of the kid who's doing all these killings, that's when the movie gets real. That's what the whole movie should have focused on. It's a very, very ends up being a decent movie. The last 2/3 of the movie really make the movie for me and changed my whole opinion on the movie in general. Light is pursued by this guy named L, who wants to capture Light for his actions. And L is really smart. L, brings it down like this. It's gotta be Light. It's gotta be the police chief's son there. It's just, there's all these clues leading up to it. Especially when the police chief calls Light out, calls the guy who's killing the people out, kill me if you want to kill me. And that's when Elle's like, oh, it's got to be this guy's son. And it's just them chasing each other. I thought it was very good to have that antagonist. Then you have the crazy girlfriend who wants to use it for her own gain, and it's just so much cool. There's a lot of cool elements to it. It makes me want to see a sequel to this movie. Some things I really liked was Willem Dafoe. Man, if Willem Dafoe doesn't become the Joker after this movie, I'm gonna lose my shit. He is the perfect, kind of antagonist here, but he works off Nat Wolff really well. And like I was saying, I was live tweeting while I was watching this movie. I think Dane DeHaan would have done a better job portraying Light, especially in this kind of movie. But for what Nat Wolff did, he was alright. I just would have liked to see another actor step in his role. Nat Wolff is too kind of whiny for me for this role. I think the character is written that way for this movie in particular. But Nat Wolff just plays it way too whiny, and I really can't sympathize with him, even though he's the main character. The character I really fell for and was like, this guy, I want to see more with him, is L. And he's played by Lakeith Stanfield, and Lakeith Stanfield just does an outstanding job as L. There's he's the highlight of this movie other than Willem Dafoe. And I kind of want to see an L standalone film like they did in Japan, which these movies are based off of. An L standalone film would work for me. So I want to see more of those two, definitely in the future. I don't understand why a lot of critics are giving it so much negative attention, especially because I can see for the first third, but the last 2/3 are really solid, and the acting is phenomenal. Nat Wolff, towards the end, becomes less whiny in the role. The ending was a little way too thought out. It did what Logan Lucky did, where it tries to explain everything at the end, stuff that the audience already probably figured it out by then. I know I definitely figured it out by then. except for maybe like the real ending part, and I'm not going to spoil it too much, but like it did that kind of ending where it's like, oh, we're going to explain everything at the very last end. I felt like that was like basically saying the audience is too stupid to figure it out, that we just got to explain it. And that's kind of one of the negative things I have about this movie. But other than that, it's solid. I wish this could have been like one of those Netflix series, because it has the Netflix show feel. I mean, I'm glad we got a Death Note movie, because I would not have checked out Death Note if this movie didn't come out. Like, I've seen a few episodes with it, but it never really struck me as, oh, I want to watch more and more of this. But after watching this movie, it makes me do want to watch more of the show. It makes me want to follow more adventures with these characters. And I know the anime is probably going to be a little different, but I want to see these characters progress. I want to see what happens next. And I think it would have worked better as a Netflix show, almost like Defenders, like an 8-episode miniseries to go along with this, because there's still a lot of stuff that could have been explained in this movie. And it was pretty, I liked it. I really enjoyed it. If I were to rate this on a scale of like 1 to 10, I'd probably give it a solid 7, leaning more towards a 7.5, especially after the 2/3 were so good. Like, I really hope they do get a sequel, because there's a lot of places this could go, and where I would want it to take off as. I'd love to see more of Nat Wolff's character, because he's kind of like really smart and thinks a lot of these things out, and like really fast thinks it out. It's pretty cool. But yeah, that's my review of Death Note. If you haven't seen Death Note and you're open-minded about where this movie could go, I would recommend checking it out. This is not, now, from what I hear, it's not like the anime, but a lot of people tell me it's like it takes a lot of elements from the manga. So if you're a big anime freak, I wouldn't go in thinking, oh, this is going to be just like my anime show. But I would go in and open thoughts and going, okay, this is a different interpretation of these characters I already love. So, yeah, that's my review of the movie. I didn't get into the stuff I wanted to talk about, because I didn't want to go on a tangent talking about the girlfriend part and the dad part, although I did like those elements of the movie. But, yeah, check out other reviews. If you like this review, make sure you thumbs up and share it to your friends. I've been your host, Remington Kais, and I'll sign out. See you guys in the next one. Peace.